Okay, Stephen. Well, one of the effects of the new Ofsted and the DfE's policy from September is to make governing bodies and schools put a lot more information in the public domain electronically. So, for example, everything that was in the prospectus pretty much has got to be on the website, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, quite a lot of it certainly. Though I think people had sometimes mistaken ideas of what actually had to be in the prospectus and what was desirable. I mean, I guess it's something that was bound to happen, wasn't it? Because so much has moved in communications to electronic form from paper form. And as such, it certainly needn't frighten us that we're actually having to publish things in that form, and it's, in some ways it's a lot easier. But it is also increasingly seen as a means of reporting. We no longer have any set report to parents, and the school profile has gone, and I think it was always honoured as it was. But we are required to put more and more information. One of the best examples is the pupil premium. And I think a particularly fine example because it's a new development in schools, and it was put in place initially completely openly in the philosophy that it was up to schools to do what they wanted with the money, and then they would hold to be account at the end of the process. But now, in fact, we have accountability coming in during the process, if you like. So we may well see there are more things like that which are identified as by government as priorities that they want schools to do, and the easiest thing will be then to require them to report on it, so we may well expect more. But you do have to tackle that. I don't think that particular one need be too onerous for schools, because you don't have to put in a long detailed report. And indeed, this is perhaps one of the advantages of the web, because it doesn't like very detailed information, and you're not being asked to append documents which people get to download, because they wouldn't, for one thing. So the information that goes on the website actually is quite brief, and so your report on the use of the pupil premium should just be a few lines of what were your main priorities, of what you've done with it, any outcomes that you've seen, maybe too early this year, but certainly from next year, and then how you're responding to what you've done and the outcomes that you've had in future years. And one of the other things which actually is important but doesn't have to be on your school website itself is the school results, but you must post up a link to them so people need to know where to go and where to click on.
So in terms of something like pupil premium, I suppose the challenge is, as you said, it should only be a few lines, but I mean, if you didn't know that, the danger is you could end up putting too much information. Is there a danger that websites just end up getting completely overloaded with information that nobody's ever going to look at?
That is always a danger. Of course, websites are compartmentalised, so it's just a matter of number of links you put in or the number of things which go on your menu. And I think, as you were saying about keeping things up to date, there's a danger once you put something on that you just leave it. And in fact, if you reported on pupil premium this year, take that report off, you know, when you do next year's. But organisation is important, and it's not always easy to do. It's not intuitive for a lot of people. So you need to give some consideration as to where you put things on the website and how you actually flag them up for people. But I mean, in that particular instance, the pupil premium, I mean, it's not a governor's job to write that report. They should be getting a member of the staff, their teacher, or another member of the senior leadership team to write the report. And then the governor's job, in part, is being the user and saying, if there's too much information, saying, look, you know, you can't expect a parent or a layperson to want to have to plough through all this. Boil it down. This is what we think are the salient issues.
And I suppose another interesting long-term aspect of this is monitoring the use of the website, because there are pretty sophisticated statistical breakdowns you can get on a monthly basis to see how many unique visitors you've got and what have they looked at and so on. that's the bit that's often missing, I think. Schools tend not to spend a lot of time on that. But I guess if we want to produce a really good website, that's something governors need to do.
Somebody needs to do a report to government.
Yeah.
Certainly, it needs to be done. And because it's not difficult, because the information is provided for you. You just need to know the simple step to actually get that information. And I think the results are going to be surprising. You're going to learn one way or the other. If you're getting a lot of visitors to the website, that tells you how important it is.
Yeah.
You're not getting very many. Then you think, well, why don't people want to know about my school? You know?
Yeah.
Am I actually giving parents that information? Parents know that it's there, so they can go looking for it.
Can I just finish up by asking you about Parent View, the Ofsted website where parents can post their views on the Ofsted website, in effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
That relates to your particular school. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, I mean, a point has often been made, but I think it bears repetition that you need to encourage your parents to use it. I mean, Ofsted will look at it before they come into the school, so what's there is important. And with all these things, of course, there is those who have complaints are going to be more motivated than those who are happy. So you want to encourage parents to put up positive comments as well. You've got to be subtle about it, no point in all saying the same things you told them what to say. But you really do want them to do that and to use it regularly. But also, it's not actually a closed system. It's not only Ofsted who can read it, anybody can read it, and that includes you, as governors, it includes the staff. So have a look, part of your regular work on the website or website monitoring, have a look and see what parents are saying. And then, if you do actually have some critical comments in the school, when Ofsted come in, you can look pretty stupid if Ofsted says, well, we've got a lot of parents complaining about discipline in year 3, and you go, oh, I didn't know that. But if you can say, yeah, I know, it's been very poor, but this is what we're doing about it, then in fact you'll get a tick rather than a big black cross.